Right. Hello and welcome everyone to the finals closing ceremony of CISS, which is the Critical Infrastructure Security Showdown. We are waiting for a few more people and then we'll start the recording and the session. So let's wait a couple more minutes. Yeah, it's really good to see all the red teamers joining in with their red team names in their Zoom name. So I encourage all of the red teamers to add their name that you were registered with for CISS. So I already see a few red teams in the chat. It would be great to see which red team you were a part of. Okay, so with that being said, we can get started. Firstly, I'll start the recording. Okay, so hello everyone, welcome to the closing ceremony and the awards announcement for the 9th International Critical Infrastructure Security Showdown. And today we have Professor Jianning Zhu, who will be presenting the results as well as share a few details about how the exercise went and what it means for iTrust, DIS, and the broader cybersecurity community overall. I'll just briefly walk everyone through the agenda for the session. Firstly, we'll just start with expressing our gratitude to all the teams. We'll point out the data that we have collected over time and some of the observations that we have across the exercise from teams. Then finally, Professor Jianning Zhu will announce the awards for the top 3 red teams. So we won't be sharing a lot of details about how many packets were captured and the detailed score sheet for each of the teams in this session. We will be sharing it in the report that we'll publish for CISS closer to January. And if you want your team to be redacted or removed from the mentions in the red teams, you can let us know and we can anonymize your team name while listing out your contributions and your placement in the final scoring table. So that's pretty much it. Without much ado, I'll hand it over to Professor Jianning. If you have any comments, please mention them in the chat and I'll be addressing the chat along with the rest of my colleagues. So that's pretty much it. Over to Prof. Jianning.
Thank you, Siddhan. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are at. I'm Professor Jianning Zhou, Center Director for iTrust, Center for Research in Cybersecurity at the Singapore University of Technology Design. Welcome to the awards and closing ceremony of the 9th International Critical Infrastructure Security Showdown. I would like to thank all 72 red teams with over 200 participants for participating this year's CISS. This is yet another new record number of red teams. CISS is a unique and exceptional OT cyber exercise, and I'm very glad to learn that it has continued to attract top red teams. Whether or not you made it to the finals, we hope you have had an enjoyable time solving our challenges and attack objectives, and learned a bit more about OT along the way. It's through such international collaboration that we can level up as a community in securing and protecting our infrastructure. Before I announce the results, I would like to share some of the learning points and statistics that our organizing team has put together from this year's exercise. Of the 72 teams, 3/4 of them were new to CISS, and I'm pleased that we have been able to create more awareness of the exercise and reach new audiences. These teams come from 17 countries across the globe, from North America to Europe, Africa, Asia, and Oceania. About half of the teams are from the academia, 40% from the industry, and the remaining 10% from government agencies. Organizing the annual CISS is no small task. And other than the hardworking team in iTrust, I also wish to thank the enduring support provided by the cybersecurity experts in the digital and intelligence services of the Singapore Armed Forces, our sister lab, the National Cybersecurity R&D Lab, and our judges from DIS, Dragos, and NCL. I also wish to thank our Stage 1 CTF Challenge contributors, CyberX Centers, Dragos, Illinois Advanced Research Center, NCL, and Tallinn University of Technology. Special thanks to a long-term friend of iTrust, Dr. Marina Rotif, who delivered a wonderful OSINT briefing and provided tips to their teams in planning and launching OT-specific attacks. SUTD's Cybersecurity Interest Group of students also contributed as technical writers during the finals. Let's thank all of them for their contributions to CISS 2025. So for CISS 2025, the red teams all navigated the three-factor test beds that were the targets for this year's finals. They are SWaT, WADI, and EPIC. Through the course of this exercise, we collected 40 hours of data, which includes more than 100 gigabytes of network packet capture data, as well as historian data across the IT and OT networks of our three testbeds, SWaT, WADI, and EPIC. The data set is important for the security community because there are not many places in the world that can and have generated meaningful data sets out of the industry-grade OT facilities that are useful for research and AI modeling. Right up to the last week, we have had more than 22,000 downloads of the dataset that we have collected since 2016, and these downloads came from more than 7,800 researchers across 106 countries. This is one way that iTrust has contributed to and made a significant impact all over the world with the help of the dataset. Red teams. So we have some observations through this year's CISS. We found that red teams still have an IT mindset in an OT environment, but they are improving. Through 66 hours of exposure to the power grid and water distribution environment across reconnaissance and execution, attacks were conducted using ICE 61850, PICOM, OPEX, UA, and Modbus, and more. And AI-based red teaming played a significant role in CISS 2025, with some teams gaining a significant edge in understanding the testbeds with the help of AI tools. However, we saw that AI is in no way a replacement for the wisdom and experience of a red teamer. the penetration testing reports made a pivotal difference in evaluating the teams. It's not a surprise that the top 5 teams are the teams with the most detailed reports. iTrust is committed to offer CISS as the world's most unique OT cyber exercise, and always seeks new ideas and challenges for CISS. Next year, to commemorate CISS' 10th year anniversary, we will introduce our new morning time testbed Maria in the exercise platform, and the real teams can look forward to another new environment to compete in. Okay, this is the moment you have been waiting for. It's time to announce the winners. We will only be announcing the top 3 teams who will receive a cash prize of 5,000, 3,000, and 2,000 respectively. This is an increase from previous years. The competition was fierce, with the top 3 teams separated by less than 400 points, showcasing the high caliber of participants in this year's exercise. So coming in at 3rd place with a total score of 1,300, we have Stanford Applied Cyber. Well done. And in the 2nd place, with a total score of 1,500, we have T-Laos 2nd, Counternations. For the top team in CISS 2025, we have a total score of 1,700. Red Cube A takes the crown. Congratulations, Red Cube A. Well done, everyone. So any questions before we conclude CISS 2025? Okay, so let's conclude CISS 2025. Again, on behalf of iTrust and everybody here, thank you very much for your participation. It has been a funny journey for us as organizers, and we hope you had some fun along the way too. Mark will be sending out a survey form for you to let us know how we can continue to improve in CISS. Till next CISS, keep calm and cyber exercise. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Thank you, all the red teams. We'll stop the recording now. And really, for all the judges, it was a very close call. And you'll see more details in our report later. But congratulations and thank you for sending all your reports. They help us learn and grow as well as organizers.